Hollow Knight has quite a few dead bugs in it, if you haven't already noticed. Most of these bugs are relatively normal, but a special few have been immortalized in some way, whether it be statues, charms, or memorials. Sprintmaster happens to be immortalized by charm. Unlike Dashmaster, got all fucking 3 of the ways to be immortalized for some reason. But who is Sprintmaster, and what makes him special other than paying my rent and grocery bills? Well, to start, let's look at the Sprintmaster charm itself. When equipped, it increases the knight's running speed by about 20%, but will not make them faster when they are made to walk or when they're swimming. Where it gets really interesting is the interesting synergy with Dashmaster, where you get another 20% movement speed buff. While it was already sort of implied by the names and looks of the charms, this seems to further indicate that Dashmaster and Sprintmaster had some sort of relationship with each other. But were they brothers? Friends? Did they talk to each other during class, but were never good enough friends to talk outside of class? No. They were adversaries. Now, bear with me making this about Dashmaster for a bit. It will help us know all to be known about Sprintmaster, I assure you. The Dashmaster charm was found under a statue of the Dashmaster himself near the Mantis village. He's described as an eccentric bug and seems to be some sort of warrior by the statue. But we have to think, why would Dashmaster end up getting a whole statue memorial dedicated to him? Well, we know the bugs of hallownest like to compete and watch others compete, and still sort of do since the Coliseum of Fools is still running fine somehow. Dashmaster implies he was the best of the best at dashing, but dashing alone won't really help you in a fight unless you got excess charms to spare. Neither would sprinting though, but they would sure as hell help you win a race. So it's likely Dashmaster was cool enough to get a statue because he was the champion in some sort of racing competition. But what does this have to do with Sprintmaster? Well, while we have to think of what made Dashmaster special, we have to think of what makes Sprintmaster not special. For all the grandeur Dashmaster gets, Sprintmaster is sort of thrown to the wayside. Dashmaster is found in a dangerous area in a statue. You can just buy Sprintmaster from Sly for 400 geo. So what makes Sprintmaster less memorable than Dashmaster? They lost the race. A comparison between wearing Sprintmaster and wearing Dashmaster going the same distance shows that Dashmaster is about 1/3 faster than Sprintmaster. Salubra tells us that some charms can be created due to the last will of a dying bug. Even as he died, Sprintmaster's only goal was to be faster, to win. But it wouldn't work, because Dashmaster would always just be that much faster, that much further, forever. To go back to that charm synergy from earlier, if they had worked together, they could have soared and won together, but Dashmaster didn't want to. So yeah, fuck Dashmaster. All my homies hate Dashmaster. Team Cherry, if you see this, please just fucking release Silk Song. I can't fucking do this anymore. This game is old as hell. There is no new shit to be found. They said Silk Song news in February. Yeah, no, spoiler, no Silk Song news in February. They said had to release in 2026, but they kept delaying it. A delayed game is eventually good to my ass. This better be game of the century at this rate. I have eaten so much rice, so much potatoes, because you can buy them as in bulk and you can buy them in cheap. I barely scrape by on ad revenue. I'm so fucking sick of this. Please make new shit. Anyways, be sure to like and subscribe for the next in-depth analysis on the long nail charm.